Yeah.
Och du står lite här och så kommer de... Fyra, fånga kameran. Kameran där.
All right, we're airborne from Gothenburg
De har
in
inte
Sweden.
lottat, va?
Nordstan
Okej, du gör
Bulldogger
någonting, sen
is
du går in.
coming to its end, and on stage is Pablo Patron, head chief of this organization, just about to announce the players, and we all know these players, but here comes Paulo and open the final game.
Ja, det är dags att presentera det här gänget som står här utanför. Och jag kommer gå över till engelska, därför vi är i livesändning och vi har en internationell tävling. So welcome everybody to the final of the Nordstan Grand Prix here in Gothenburg. And I'm gonna introduce the great players from Belgium. Lozano. We have Michel Vancampenhout. The third player and shooter, François Hemon. And the opponents, the great team from France. So many gold medals. Philippe Suchaud. The middle, Philippe Quintais. And the pointer, Lucien. And the referee for these games is Roger Smedenfeld. And he's gonna start to make the lottery between this team. And this is gonna be so exciting. It's gonna be a final. The Belgian team have the not colored ball, while the French guys have the colored black balls. And the final is going to start and please, we make the best final here and we're gonna do it together. So when these guys play very well, of course we make the best atmosphere. Thank you a lot for being here and let the game begin. Bon chance.
So, not much of a surprise that we have these two teams in the final chapter of this event. This event that I and a lot of people here are in consensus with one of the best events ever played in the north. On the other hand, you can say we'll like to see another team here than just these two. But at least I can almost guarantee we're going to see one heck of a final. These guys knew one another from inside out. They played a lot, they talked the same language. But I tell you this, both teams are going to play for win this. This is a lot of prestige in this. No matter what, they sleep at the same hotel. I've been whining and dining with these guys, but when it comes to number one or number two, that's a different story. That's a good shot from Hemon, who's throughout this 2 days, I think he's not the brightest looking star, but he does a so good job. And occasionally he shoots and stops. And we have turning tables here in terms of drawing and shooting. And Philippe Suchaud, he hits like everything here, but didn't succeed with holding the point. And the French team is playing with the colored black balls, even though there's not much difference in them. But I hope you see that. Lucien, he's stable, he's stable like a working horse. Keeps pushing these high balls, drop shots, avoiding problems, and Hemon is going for his second shot. Well, got well painted, bit short. And Philippe Quintais, the most experienced player, not on earth, but in competition-wise, he's the number one. He's the chief of the French team. And his soft, smooth style has been winning for decades. He's been playing for 20 years. And now he's up against Lucien, Lozano. Wow. That's a hat, which that's the French expression, casquette. Not to mix with the French word chapeau, which is good done, well done. But casquette is, when you just pinched the ball, so it take this jump, but it stays right there. They still got two balls and a good hit, and maybe he shoot out the jack. He over-amped that a bit. But I tell you, when this guy hits his highest level, he does everything. He can shoot in 13, 14 meters. His long arm, like a spaghetti arm, seems to reach all the way to the balls sometimes. It's not really there yet. Vancampenhout covers up. Still two French balls. Are they going for the tough one? Yeah, they are. And now Suchaud overamped. He didn't cramp, but he was going too hard for it. Hey, look who's coming here. My friend. Who are you? I've seen you before.
I was one of the guys that didn't play the semi-final very good against the French team.
Yeah. And now we can see now what happened against these teams. Is any of this team going to crack, you think?
If one of them is going to crack, it's going to be the Belgium team.
Yeah,
we have seen both these two teams at La Mayonnaise, that was arranged up in Stockholm for several years. And normally the French team has beaten the Belgian team in the final. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's the tradition.
Yep.
But somewhat, I think that they won't crack now.
I don't think so. But what could crack is, I was having dinner together with them last night, and they said that the Lozano, the middle player in the Belgium team, he doesn't play anything at all anymore. When he gets the decision that he's going to play something, he says, "I'm just going to mentally prepare me that I'm going to throw."
Lozano.
Yeah, he doesn't play
Well,
anything.
Lozano. We have to, you know,
That's a
we
perfect.
have to spell it out. But Lozano has also been the player that, from in his moments, done the most beautiful shots,
Yep.
the most concentrated game. He's missed a couple here now, but he's the guy who can make the difference sometimes.
Yep. And I think as long as Lucien is pointing the way he's doing now, I think Belgium is going to have a hard time winning this game.
That's normally the case.
Yeah.
So we'll see who's right.
So I say that the key moment in this game would be the game in the game between Hemon and Lucien. The Belgium shooter against the French drawer.
Yeah, okay, that's. I mean, we'll take the first place. This is Lucien. He's been playing like a watch, like a clock.
Yep. And he's continuing doing it.
Yeah, and so has what's his name? Vancampenhout. And Vancampenhout as well has played really steady against Wissi. This guy, he doesn't do very much extra, Hemon, but he sometimes, you know, hit this level, and he didn't this time. I never seen him shoot wide like that before.
I met both the Belgium and the French players for several years up on the mayonnaise in Stockholm, and they always said that Hemon is the player in Belgium with the highest level when everything works out.
Oh, that's so.
And that player is, when I asked them all yesterday, I didn't ask Philippe Quintais, but I asked everyone else, who is the best player in the world of all times? And every single player said Philippe Quintais.
Yeah, and look what he did now.
Yep.
The cool cat. He just, you know, he's caressed that ball in. But I still can't forgive him for not taking that last shot against you. I won't ever forgive him for that. He has the possibility to shoot for the six-pack, and yet he just plays it. He played a draw shot.
That's a great carry from Lozano.
I told you about this guy. He can stand for a minute, and that's the result.
I was pretty sure. We was talking about it actually after my game in the semifinal, and I said I was 100% sure that they were going to place in that position. They were so satisfied with having 9-0 against us after 2 rounds.
Oh,
They didn't have to chase the 10th point, and I was totally sure, and you said you were the opposite. So that one breaks.
even that bad hit he got, you know, that bad contact. The spin was enough to grab in the gravel. Now they can go for a. Yeah, Philip just gives it a second shot thought, and
Oh la la, Philippe Suchaud.
wow,
1+.
wow. I love to see that.
Yeah.
You know, it's so difficult to answer a perfect shot like that. And this guy, he just walking around in the rain and then smack. That's even tougher. I've seen 3 perfect on the spot carrows like that.
There's a reason
But
why.
that was back in the days, you know, where I was good, you know.
There's a reason why the guy has won the most gold medals in the World Championships of all time.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
no one actually thinks that Suchaud he's not the showman.
No, he's
He-
not the
he
flamboyant
doesn't take much
superstar
space. He
guy.
walks into the circle and he shoots those carrots.
No,
And
the
he's been
other
doing it
guys
for-
take that position, but they're not as good. Maybe he's got 10 goals in the World Championship. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Even Quintais hasn't.
No, but Quintais stopped playing in the World Championships a couple of
Yeah.
years ago. Started
Maybe he
coaching
start
instead.
playing again. He quit. He's gonna quit coaching now. I heard.
That goes straight through the gravel and into
Yeah,
the
finally.
marble floor that we have here in Nordstan.
Yeah, that's our secret trap for this player. We put some marble below. They don't know it. They've been on this track all the time, and in the soft hotel lobbies.
He injured his left hand going skiing this winter, he told me, so it was good it was his left hand at least.
Yeah, he actually told me he was happy it was his left. Okay.
Needs to be good. Needs
Second
to be
attempt.
good. That's a perfect
Oh.
draw from Michel Vancampenhout. He actually told me when they were playing the single world championships,
Yeah.
when Claudie BEL became the world champion, the normal coach of Belgium has cancer and he couldn't go.
all right.
And Claudie said,
Now let's watch this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey,
he
did we
slices
expect-
that off. He slices it off.
And then he's just cruising like a day in a walk in a park.
But Claudie told the
I love
federation
that.
in Belgium that he wanted Michel as a coach. And the federation said, no, you're not the coach. We take someone else instead of you. So they had to fight to get one of the people in the world that know Claudie best to get to coach him, that has played with him for 20 years.
That's crazy.
And the way Claudie wins that World Championships of singles, he beats every favorite.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's crazy.
It was Thailand, it was Dylan Rocher, it was Ritzi, and then in the final against Tunis.
Right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Lozano just have to make a good drop shot here for
This
position.
needs to be good.
Otherwise,
This
he's.
needs to be-
Oh, that's good. That turned out good.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, that was-
It's only 1 point.
But he aimed for it. That was, that was a four pack hanging. So we have
3-0.
3-0. Right. The moment of truth, and luck was on his side. The game is like that
Yeah, but
sometimes.
he had those bulls to play against if he accidentally got a little
Yeah.
bit too long. So he had the idea of playing against them. Now
Yeah,
it was
you
a
have
little
to
bit too
have
long.
that coolness
Yeah.
to play the percentage, to play the right shot, not to try to do something more than, it's, but it's always, it's a flip of the coin sometimes. Lucien just, he's grinding up this must shoot away balls. And Hemon, who's been struggling a bit, but he's been hitting. He hasn't done anything extra. Let's see, 9 meters.
That's a good one.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. He's not on top of his game, but he's doing his job. Have you seen anyone missed yet?
I came late, so I don't know. Since I came,
I don't think we've seen.
Michel had one draw that actually bounced through, but when the shots, no, I haven't seen anyone so far.
You can miss one perhaps, but you can't miss 2 balls.
Lucien still playing very good, and I say he's going to be one of the key players in this game. And so far, France has taken the points.
He takes no notice about this tough surface. Arejon, the Belgian guy, he's been keeping his position for these 2 days. Now what's he doing?
That's wide to the right.
It was white.
So if I'm correct that the game might be a key game between Lucien and Hemon, Lucien is leading that game and France is leading the game.
Yeah, you sometimes see that. It's the first guy, the first pointer against the first shooter. Keep, grinding each other down.
Can Lozano shoot another carreau?
He just might do that.
He needs it, and he does it. It's a perfect one
It
again.
is, it's there.
a perfect one again.
I just see a black ball take his turn out in the lobby, hotel lobby. He spun out straight on the spot. Will we see a shot here from Quintais? I don't know the positions here on the track, but it looks
They're gonna
like
place. They're going to place.
place for position.
That's the perfect one as well.
And he marries that little jack.
I think he tried to get it at the jack, since we have 2 black balls down at the end of the court.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
he's trying to flick the jack.
Or just place it on the jack, so if the Belgians shoot, the jack would move down on the court to the French.
But hey,
Balls down there.
this guy gets another missile in his arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, he could shoot that point blank for 2 points. Wow.
Oh, hits another carreau. Jack moves down. It's at least 3 French points, isn't it? Another perfect shot from the Lozano, and it touches down the Jack for 3 points.
Oh man.
Titta på de här 3 ljusa kloten här. Om lillen hade legat kvar. Titta här nere på de här 3
And
svarta.
I don't know if you can see it in the TV right now, but Philippe Suchaud is having a big laugh when
There's no
Lozano comes down.
justice in sport.
No.
There's no justice in sport.
And there's no bad feelings as well. Philippe Suchaud
Yeah, but
he has a
everybody-
big smile and a big laugh on his face,
You
and
know what?
Lozano comes down and has the same thing.
Quintais set this one up.
Yep.
He
did.
he really, he played for tight position. And, normally in easier tracks, this is what happened. When we knew that.
Yep.
I don't
That
know
way.
how he could avoid it. He
No,
couldn't,
you're
couldn't
right.
think I hit it to the right. That was, wow.
Michel lägger en bra kula och nu är det långt. Det är 12 meter ungefär. 11,5 minst.
They're having a pretty good
France still
number
got
2
3
since
balls.
yeah, they're still pretty good number 2, and it's 12 and a half meters.
Last Belgian ball now from Vancampenhout.
Needs to place this down towards the black number 1. That would be the perfect
But
shot.
he can't play too hard. He can't he can't, roll over the line. That looks great. I think he lost his momentum in that.
Och det är frågan.
One ball,
När det kommer
competitive.
givetvis skott här.
They're going for the double here. Going for the double.
He's going for the 2-shot shot in the ring. He don't think. Wow. Oh, he went for the close one. He went for the closest Belgian.
Och det där var inte långt ifrån det heller. Det kommer komma 2 skott. Det är skott för 5 poäng fortfarande. Och här
Takes away one of them.
franska kulan.
Doesn't stay on the court, so it's
Nu är det Philippe Quintais.
carreau for 4 points, or if he
My
just
partner
shoots it
here,
off the
Danny,
court, it's 3.
he's walking up in the crowd to see her. They have a shot for 4 points here, I think.
Key moment of the game.
This is a
Perfect shot
long
will
one,
be 7-0.
30 meters.
Key moment of the game. He makes 3 points for France, 6-0.
That was a lucky one. He was.
It wasn't a perfect shot from Suchaud either. He had
You
one
know
miss
what?
and then
He hit the surface with no rock, so it's just like surfed down,
yep,
and he got precisely. Is that a 3-point?
that was 3 points.
3 points,
6-0
6-0.
France.
But I thought Suchaud went for the closest ball in his first shot. I didn't see.
No.
I heard Pablo said he shoot for 5. So many legs and bodies.
He had a long shot when he aimed
He
for the
really
shortest
overran.
Belgian one.
It was really a flyer because I thought it was shooting.
But it's 12 and a half meters. It wasn't a good shot anyway,
Could
but,
happen, could happen.
but that was unlucky for Belgium after this second carreau and the Jack moves down. But as you said, Quintais wanted that. They didn't play it perfect, but it's good enough to get the reaction he wanted after the Belgian shot.
Look at this guy.
Lucien
If
is actually
if this
man
was
of the game so far.
If this was a Belgian crowd, someone would shoot him. I mean, the way he is just grinding Hemon all the way. He lives in no room.
Hemon
He
needs to
looks
start.
rather cool,
Hemon needs to start shooting some carreaus on this court now. It's not hard to do it. He needs to get one here, and that's what he gets instead. Belgium is
Grab that one.
pressured now. Wonder if they're not going to start discussing a change between Hemon and Lozano, because Lozano has been shooting excellent so far.
Against the other teams, I've seen him act a bit like this. But sometimes he, he hits that level, so he come out with for a couple of rounds. But I must say, he might be their weak link.
Need this one bad.
It's only this shot.
Hits it.
All right.
Still a French point.
So that's good.
Now they're another
But
bad
you know
start.
what?
They're off. They're off
That's
the bad
more
starts.
That's more
due
like
to
toast but
Lucien's
no cigar.
yeah.
Because they've been watching with 5 French balls against
And
3.
they're playing their third now, so. Question is,
What's happening now?
if that's even enough. I don't think it is. Are they going to take 2 shots at the jack, or how would you think in this position? They're
Well,
down
the
6-0, 3-5 in balls. French point. Well, they're trying one more. I think Lozano wants to
They're
shoot the jack.
5-3 down in balls. This looks terrible. 6-0. Maybe if he pinched
On the jack,
oh.
on the jack. A little bit unlucky there. He wanted to place it on the jack.
Yeah, he dollied up the jack. That was
I think they're praying
Over
for
at the
a hit a
try,
little
yeah.
bit to the left now, and the jack leaves the court for a 0 round.
Yeah,
That
we're
is
gonna
what
see
the
a
Belgian
new,
playing is hoping for.
dancing jack, or are we going to see more of
They
that?
get the hit on the jack, but it doesn't leave the court. Almost he got paid off.
He's got that, you know, when he say his wrist, he's got that last twitch, the good one, the good twitch, that gives it such a spin. So he's got that extra. He's got to shoot rather low as well. So he.
No, they would have needed some luck there. The Belgian team, when Vancampenhout's ball was there and Suchaud is actually on it on the shot, they would have needed a little bit more luck than that. Now they're probably
Okay.
aiming for the jack now. They have the 4 balls at the back of the court is all Belgium, so even if it doesn't leave the court, they could get advantage. But Lozano needs to hit this one.
Yeah, they're facing a 5 or 6 pack, in you know, up their wrong end. So they know it.
We need a longer game, so I hope he hits this one. Well, you saw it exactly when he threw it. I didn't even watch where the ball went. I just watched his body
we
language,
saw
and I
his
could see
body,
it wasn't good.
right.
Ja, det var alltså ett försök att rädda den här rundan, skjuta lillen död.
Question is
Det är
if they
0-6 i matchen.
only option now is to place it on the jack, hope that it doesn't go dead, and move back down to the Belgian 4 balls down there.
What's the thing to do here? It's like, uh-oh. I was afraid he's going to hit the ceiling.
They need the jack to go back on this shot.
Yeah, they need
Otherwise,
luck
I'm
now.
pretty
They
sure we're
need
going to get French champions of the Nordstan Bulldogger
Philippe
Grand Prix.
Suchaud is doing his last work.
Question is they have 2, but is the dark bull at the far right, is that number 4 or is it number 5? But
there's
it's the
two-
same
there's-
position again.
Yeah, it's
They're
a
going to place.
2-shot Charlie for the win, man.
No,
They
it's
won't
only
go
6-0.
for it.
It's only 6-0. They can't win the game.
No, they have 6, right.
This is the same position as they had against us. They're going to place this. They're totally fine with 5 points, leading 11-0 instead of start shooting to
Well,
get
at
to 12.
this point, it's no meaning of going for the 6-pack, but
They have
I
a
can't see him miss
very,
this really.
very
He must
simple
hit
5.
the biggest rock in Gothenburg, and he almost did, you know.
No, it's another easy draw for lead 11-0 to France against Belgium at the final of Nordstan Grand Prix. Oops, that could have been wrong.
Even
That's the
then,
only. Yeah, but that's
he's
the only
got
thing he
two
could do.
bad
The-
contacts.
I think actually that is bad play.
No, they just lucky.
No, I think it's. I know. Listen to me. I think that's bad play. He shouldn't play on that side because the only side he could get a bad bounce and actually knock the jack.
Yeah.
I think he should have played that on the other side, where he played the first one on the left side.
Uh-oh. We're going in for the short history.
That actually surprised me that they choose to play the bull there because with some unlucky bounces there, he
I
could
think
actually
he
flip
didn't-
the jack bounce.
It's like he didn't think when he throw those jack out. What's going to happen now? 7 meters, 7.5 perhaps. Ooh. Real high
What
balls.
happens is Lucien still plays amazingly good, and the change has come.
He's
Lozano
like,
is the
he's like a
shooter now.
bad doctor giving you some syringe that you don't want.
Lozano, the change
Oh,
has
they change now.
This is behind.
I
And this is going to be a short
I expect a
game.
hit, but you know, if you miss, it's going to be it's a flyer. They haven't played this short for
We
a
need-
week.
We need a good
Even
Belgian
it's only
shot
2
here
days.
to keep them in the game. In Swedish, I call it a plyschkalle. I don't know what plysch is in English, but
Yeah.
it's like a soft material that the old men had their trousers
Yeah,
from.
like a
it,
pillow,
yeah,
like a
it doesn't
dust
sound.
arrow
There's no
pillow.
sound when he hits it.
Yeah, you know, when you do that thing you should do in a men's room, you do it in public. At least no one here.
Suchaud just continues to hit.
Ja, det är väldigt skjutvänlig bana. Lite lurig att lägga på, men
What do you think of this audience? You know, there's a
de
lot
behöver
of
rikta
people.
dess kort, för då blir det mycket karoa.
I think it's too silent. There's a,
Yeah, but
there's
a
a
lot of
chance.
people-
There's a chance a year
They
to
never
see the
see
best
this.
players in the
They
world.
never seen this, and you know, we're not there to you know, curse them.
First miss from
We're just
Suchaud.
doing smooth TV on the net, but you know, you can get this crowd get wild.
I think the Nordstan Grand Prix is worth more teams like the ones we have on court, and I think it's worth a lot more crowd than we actually have, even though we have a big crowd here. But this is.
Whoop.
Ooh la la la
Did you
la.
see
la,
that?
yeah. When Suchaud misses, that was
Do you-
a terrible
I
shot.
begin to understand why he don't want to shoot today.
That was a
You
terrible
have-
shot.
Här visar sig
And that-
mänskligheten.
You can see on the replay how the whole body
He's
twists.
human.
He normally doesn't do that. If you watch the replay,
You
we
know,
actually
I saw
it
his
there.
train ticket. It's to another planet. Now he showed he's human. I've never seen him, you know. Of course it must happen. It's good.
But Lucien saves them again, or at least gives them hope in this round. But now Hemon needs to hit this win. They were out of the round.
Så ligger den och
They
spinner
came
till
back
där.
after the 2 French missed shots, and now Hemon desperately needs this one. It's a perfect carol. That's a perfect carol.
All right.
Listen to the crowd.
This is the chance to get back in the game.
Den skulle jag vilja
The
se slow
11th,
motion.
It was
the
actually
11th down.
it was actually 2 terrible
Something
shots.
must happen.
And then
But
when they had the
what's
chance,
going to happen now? This is his last ball.
he's going to place it up,
He-
up
he's-
onto the number 1. He
He's
needs
going
the
to
back.
wench this one in, right? That's can't he shoot the jack or anything? No, he believes
That
in
was-
himself.
It wasn't what he aimed for. He aimed to play it up on the back on the best Belgian one.
That's,
He
that's
got the
another
jack.
one that did the church this morning.
They need this hit, and they don't need the jack
Still-
to come
still.
backwards. Hits it. Needed that. He gets the thumb up from Lozano.
The crowd's happy, and even Quintais paid his credits for that one because he knew he was a bit lucky, and that was strong. And we have
That's a nice 4 points, and instead of it was almost over. It was almost over.
yeah, they grabbed that last straw of hope, and you
They
know,
got a chance and they took it. 4-11. Seen with Belgium
gotta
eyes.
do it. They've been champions. They've been here before. They've beaten the French, right?
They have definitely beaten a couple of times up in this tournament in Stockholm I mentioned before, and they won the World Championships. Then with Claude BEL as a shooter, but
Yeah. Uh-oh.
well, why shouldn't they throw it short after Suchaud and Quintais terrible shots in the last round?
Yeah,
I
but
would
this
play
is
it short.
even shorter.
I would play it short.
He
definitely.
cut down that by well a meter.
I would-
Playing 6:20 now.
I think they're doing the right thing,
They're doing the right thing.
which is what we never say about playing short against these caliber players. But
Yeah, do
after
you know
the last
what?
round,
I just remember playing the major, your tournament. We played on 7 meter against Quintais. You know, he had problems. He was long and he hit the top of the
This
ball.
is an interesting shot. This is an interesting shot. 6:20, and the Belgians actually play short against the French team. Hits it. Still enough space. He could play a little bit to
Ja,
the
jag
right.
hör någon i publiken. Det ser så lätt ut. Ja, det gör ju det.
If they can get another miss from the French team on the short, keep the jack, get a couple more points, and continue playing short, that would be
Yeah,
very interesting turnaround on this game.
No, they're doing the right thing. They gotta do something. Last round was it wasn't shorts. Okay, let's go on this parade. Let's go on a new track. They're going for the shot.
Yep.
I like this. They don't want to let the French take the attack.
Now, if they hit all shots, they can't lose the game.
Yeah, no, we're waiting for the good shots.
That's a good shot.
And this is just a preparing shot.
Yeah, but now
This is preparing for a good.
Yeah, but-
If he draws in a good ball,
He won't
That's
do
the
that. He
shot.
won't do that. They were just discussing it.
Yeah, well,
They
he-
won't place a bull
yeah.
close to the jack in this
Look
position.
at it, what are you
They're
gonna
place
do?
it 40, 50 centimeters to the right, down in line with the best.
there's some
Belgian
space
short.
for margin, but not too much. Wait to the surface. That's good.
That was longer than he wanted, but it's still a good point.
Yeah, but you know, it's one ball side.
But no one,
You know-
no one is going to place close to the jack in this round. Not by the French people.
Yeah, look at
players.
this. This is consistency. They don't back up. They just go for the. You don't mind. They wait till the next opportunity.
Perfect one again. That's the reason why they don't place close to the jack.
Did you see it start
That's
with
the
a,
reason.
with a turning English on that one?
Yeah.
Real spin.
And now Lucien has two bulls to play down against on the right side.
But he's,
So he's not going to try to place
it's
close.
almost as he's pressing Lucien now.
Yeah, because he's going to
Yeah,
try
he's
to
got
place
the
a little
guts
bit more
to do
difficult
that.
one.
Let's see how.
See what happens there.
Told you.
There it comes. There it comes.
You know, now maybe.
Still a little bit unlucky for the Belgian team because it's only one. If
You
that
know,
would have been 5
what I like
centimeters
is the
longer,
best. They got a new idea. They know they have to change the game, and they don't. You know, they don't crack at this tactic. They play it out because science told them they're right.
that's a good one.
Now, if he locks this one, if he puts this in the face, they're gonna score some points here. That's for sure.
Very
So he has to
important
do
shot
it.
from Hemon here. Very, very
This is the
important shot.
opportunity.
It's a good one.
Ja, visat.
Keeps the
So
Belgian
even
points.
Steven. Sorry.
And Quintais is definitely going to try to continue placing down on the right side.
You know, the more balls he do
Maybe
right,
he goes for maybe he
the
goes
more
to place
balls he
for the
does
jack now
right.
because they have a lot of black bulls down there now. Maybe he goes for the jack now. Yeah, I saw he prepared for it
Yeah,
because we
he-
have 3 dark bulls, dark French bulls
Yeah.
down in the court.
But
so
you know
they
what?
changed the
The
tactic.
more ball he plays right, they're waiting for him to do, you know, for the surface
Another
to
very
play with him.
important shot here because if he takes this one away, France can't win the game in this round. Yeah, takes it away.
Skjuter här är perfekt.
It's only 1 ball left for the French team, so that was a key shot.
But the bells, that was the last bell. They have one left, right. And he has potentially a shot for, not much.
Det är vackert.
So it's a carreau for
Där
2,
Kula gör.
hit for 1.
This is a change of scene. I hope he hit it. If he hits it one, maybe they have a chance because now they got the French to, down on the knees. That's a change of momentum. Come on. No.
It's a little bit too long. A little bit too long.
The crowd sighed because they wanted the bells.
Man byggde ju upp den här rundan.
That was smart play. That was smart play from the first to the last ball.
Yeah, but it was also interesting to see how the French changed the tactic from placing it on the right side down towards the Belgium. But after they couple of them shot down in the court, they started playing against the jack to get the jack. Maybe down.
But the bell, they were in control. They waited for one mistake and they could control for a few points. So what's the distance now? 8-9. We're back to...
It's probably almost 9.
Yeah, we're back where we began.
And the key player I was talking about is, according to me, the best player of the game.
Yeah, he is. He's flawless now.
He is.
Totally.
For France. Did Lozano for the shot? I think the French ball went over the line. We can't see it from over here. Yes, it did. So it's a...
They're really putting up on a show here. They really please the crowds. Both teams.
And especially that guy. As you said, flawless.
Now he's the one with the ticket to Mars. It's crazy.
Playing
he's
magnificent so far.
He's got a deed with the underlying spirits in this track. It's amazing. Can he even get a bad hit? He owns this surface.
He does.
It's impossible.
Oh, perfect carry from Lozano.
I like this guy. He's, he said he hasn't competed a lot.
He hasn't thrown the ball.
No.
When they decide they're going to play a tournament, Suchaud stops on his shot as well. But when they decide to play a tournament, he says, I'm not going to play, but I'm going to prepare mentally that I'm going to play this tournament.
Yeah, that's all it takes, right? That's cool. I mean, he's played a lot of years, so we can just push him up to that momentum.
White to the left, and now they're down again. 4-12 and one ball down.
We're beginning to see the end of this. I think that's going.
Well, they sneaked out before.
No, not this time.
You want to bet?
Hemon,
I bet you coffee.
I've had too many coffees.
You
got to come up with something better.
Well, give me some odds. It's 12-4. Missed the shot. They're down.
I go for a drink.
Det kommer lille skott.
No, yeah.
Okay, they're going for the jack. They're going for the jack.
And Lozano has no balls left, so.
Publiken klappar igång honom. Det här är för att...
The crowd in Nordstan is trying to help Hemon to make this shot at the jack to save the game. And give me a drink from Jonas.
Okay, take an extra turn. I say he's got about 50% chance. But if you do, things might turn.
It's a bit short. He's a bit short.
Vi hade ju velat se den där på anfallet i väggen så vi hade kunnat få se några runder till. Men nu ser det mörkt ut.
One chance left.
Well, looks like their only movements now is
They're shooting the jack
back
again.
to memory lane because
They're shooting the jack. He's going to take it. Takes it, but it doesn't go dead. Doesn't go dead.
I thought he has it. Last ball in his
No,
hand,
the second
but
one was down there.
It was lying right.
Ja.
Almost a perfect shot. from Michel Vancampenhout. Hits the jack.
It's still the
Would have
France.
needed
France
another
still have the
20
point.
centimeters to kill it.
De blir lite osäkra här. Det här är ett väldigt
That's sportsmanship. They said it was such a good shot, so they're giving him the shot. That is sportsmanship. And that might also be a reason why they're doing it to please the crowd, as you've been talking about. They're giving that shot. It's like down in Stockholm in the cave in Stockholm. You would have gotten that little shot.
Ute i parkgångarna ska jag säga. I en VM-final så hade detta inte existerat.
No, I talked earlier about it. This is a custom among players that knows each
Jo,
other.
man undrar vad som
And this
hände.
is not about a national
Man ansåg att det där var
points
ett tillräckligt bra lilleskott
or ratings.
eftersom Michel ville ha ut den
So
utanför banan.
They play like you do in the backyard. You know, even people who play a bit of money, they can do this gesture. And he did it in the right time. I love to see that because he learned people something. Winning isn't everything. Winning in the right time, that might be everything. But you know what?
That is actually not.
I don't know if the Bells expected that, and I don't think they can, ensemble the right spirit to go on in this match.
They probably can, but Lucien's draw was a little bit long, but the Belgium call
Even
on the
though-
attack anyway.
Yeah, even then they did nice effort. Why?
I don't know if you could hear it, but we heard aye 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 as soon as it was in the air.
Mid-air, we can hear Lozano. Aye, aye, aye. No, it's a very well calibrated weapon. So sometimes you feel by the fling of your fingertip that this is a nice shot. Nice.
Perfect.
Vancampenhout.
But they're already bulled down again. It's been like that almost the whole game.
Maybe they're relaxed now and just try to put up a good game for the audience.
That looked relaxed.
Yeah, he almost don't stop in the ring and chung, carry
Ja,
on.
här finns några möjliga skådespel att Johannes gett en 2, är det inte så?
Looks
Bit
good.
higher this time.
Looked very good. Bounced through the gravel and down to the marble floor. That was not a bad throw.
Yeah.
And now they're going for the now they're going for the
That
jack
went
again.
deep, yeah, down to the men's
Nästa år.
underwear.
Där det blir väldigt mycket
This
bollspel.
big mall we're playing in, it's a crazy, this
Ja, den här
wonderful
klassen.
venue. I haven't seen stuff like this in the wintertime. During the summer,
Shooting the jack.
this
Save
competition
the
has
round.
been in good places, but
Headset.
uh-oh.
Ja då!
It doesn't go dead this time either.
No.
They're
Are they
looking
gonna
at the
play?
French. They're
They
looking
don't
at the
want,
French.
it's too long now.
Den här
We're
var
playing.
riktigt bra.
No,
We're
they
talking
continue this time.
15 meters. But this time we have a go.
Yeah, they gave it away the last time. This was a even better shot
Michel,
than the one
you can
Vancampenhout
tell,
had before.
François, I built the center court
You know.
20 centimeters too long.
There are some people there, and I would strongly suggest.
It's dead.
that,
Maybe they should have given it away. Now it's actually the Belgians are back in the
I'm
round.
afraid someone's going to get hurt over there. Can you see a shot on this distance?
This is going to be interesting. If the Belgians can take a point here where the French didn't give it away,
So in balls wise, how many? 4, 7, 8. We got 4 balls left, I think.
Fransk poäng på plats.
2 each,
France
isn't it?
has 2 balls
It's
left.
2 each.
And Belgium 2.
Yep.
Lozano has 1. Hemon has 1.
So if they place this one as number 1, the French can still shoot for the
Nu är det
game.
långt skott igen.
Are they shooting this one?
11,5, 11,80.
Yeah, potentially he can shoot twice and have 3 points. No, he's not shooting.
No, they can't shoot twice. It was 2-2 in balls, so the French would have the last ball, so they needed to place.
Det skyttelag.
I would like to move the audience in this case, but he just shoots.
That's short.
Över 12 meter här nu.
That ball is probably
This is
pretty
more
close to
than 12.
13 meters, I would
don't
say.
know.
No, I think the court is 15 and a half, so that is almost at the end, and we probably have
13.
2.5 here.
That's
So
13.
yeah,
That's 13.
they have to place now.
I don't know. What's he gonna do? I mean, do they want to win this round? He has to shoot.
No, yeah, but if he misses the shot, Belgium would have
Maybe he's gonna
a shot for
rest
4
by.
points.
I want to see her rest by. That's impossible here. Or
Oh, he takes the shot. He takes the shot. Hits it. Doesn't go dead.
Så nära.
he went for the shot. He shot now that one. I thought he was doing something with the surface.
25 centimeter rakt 90 grader vänster.
We have a terrible angle from here. The question is
Det är nästan
Belgium
en
shooting
gåta
for
hur
2 or 3
träffar
extra
på 12
points?
meter utan
or is it
att
just
skjuta
one?
sig med.
If it's just one, they're just going
Det
to
blir
place.
sån kraft.
We don't see the angle from here. Might be a Belgium number 1 and number
I can't
3.
hear you, man. Look at me.
I'm not sure if they're shooting for 3 extra points, 2 extra points, or 1 extra point, because we're
Yeah.
sitting in a terrible
They're
angle
shooting
here.
for 3. I can swear they're shooting for 3. Come on. Oh, that's wide.
Misses again, but
Nevertheless,
it's a point.
It's another point for the
That's
Belgians.
another drink for me.
Ja,
You lost
en
2 drinks in a row now.
Det är 5-12.
Okay, every time I open my mouth. Every time you run your mouth.
Every time they don't win the game.
I misinterpreted you.
Och vi ser att belgarna kastar lillen lite kortare. Nu är det på 7,80, 8,20.
All right,
Good
another
start.
last round.
Another last round. Good start from Michel.
A lot of coffee.
Perfect shot. Perfect shot from Suchaud.
That's a Carol. Not on the spot, but and that demands an answer. And Lozano is about to. I overamped that one.
It's been like this. I think is it the four last rounds we've seen? After 3 bulls played, the Belge are down
Yeah, that,
every single
Ja,
round,
återigen kommer det lilla skott.
and they're going for the jack already now. They just go for the jack instantly after that first
yeah,
miss.
you know, they're tired of this, you know.
And
wanna-
they need a round where they can create a lot of points.
yeah,
This is
they
not
got
the
to do
round.
perfect. They got to play 6 balls, you know. So now it's all about the jack.
Wasn't really close on that
Och
one.
så klappar vi igång till sång. Hemon.
Was even shorter than the first one.
It's like I detect some tiredness in that guy. Oh, maybe it's just his appearance.
There's nothing to think about.
Yeah,
It's
been
just
two-
Lozano has to try to get it this time.
Ja, det är nästan så jag tänkte att här tackar man väl för matchen, men nej. Men det är 2 klot.
He still got 1 shot,
Har det enkla kvar?
and if he misses this one, he surely won't play the last ball.
No.
That's almost a given.
It's too long.
And
I think you're right.
it's over. Will we see you last?
Oh, they are going to play it. They are going to. I thought you were right when they were just going to say the game was over, but he's going to try to get it down here too.
I don't understand this.
Still a chance. Still a chance. Yeah, it shows where he's going to place it.
Ja, vi flyttar ner lilla Lee till de två där.
If I were Team France, I say, hey, come on, give me this. You put it where you want. He's going to do. Yeah, he's going to. You try to shoot the jack into position somewhere around all the Belgian balls. And there is a theoretic chance that something goes well. So.
Hit it. It's off the court. It's a point for France, the champions of Nordstan Grand Prix. Quintais, Suchaud and Julien. How do you sum up the game?
Yeah, it was a little bit like seeing the French and Belgium against other European teams. But in this case, the Bells, they stood up a bit longer and they played 4 or 5 good balls, but that wasn't enough. That was just not enough because there was quality in the shots and in the end it ate them up. The French just cruised away.
I think we agree over who's the MVP of the final game.
Absolutely, Lucien. He's playing like he was playing with his. I can't find words.
He was playing magnificent from ball number 1.
Yeah, I think it's an Indian power. You can't play like that. I've seen him play that match before. I never seen him miss a ball on the surface.
No.
It's
He had
almost
one like
impossible.
was 40-45 centimeters behind the jack. That was
So he
his
must have been
worst ball.
fortunate, combined with some skill, of
No,
course.
that was
Oh, you
an
saw for
impressive
yourself,
game
everybody
by the
see for
French
yourself.
pointer Lucien.
You
Very impressive
make
game.
your own decision, your own opinion.
Håll i er
But I
lite
think we
grann så
agree
ska
on
vi
a lot of things.
och ge de här en väldigt stor applåd.
We're gonna round
Ja,
up
vi har
here,
på
sum up this.
från Belgien.
Nice talk to
Det
you,
är
Danny
Lozano
Gideon.
Vancampenhout.
I'm glad you didn't take over the whole show from here.
Och vi
You've been playing
hade
there
ju
and all.
final här stundtals.
And we tried to listen to Pablo's last
Och
word.
segrare i
But I
Grand
thank the
Prix
organization, Pablo,
2015.
and
Emmanuel Lucien,
And I'll be
Philippe
back,
Suchaud
and this
och
competition
Philippe
must come.
Quintais.
Were the champions, no doubt about it. They owned almost every single round of this final game. And the key moment, as I said, was that Lucien broke down first Hemon and then actually Lozano as well.
yeah, he grind them.
Yep.
He
Och
grind them
nu
down.
ett fot hela snack.
Here's Tove Orbeck, one of the organization's biggest persons, together with her, not husband, but they live together, Pablo, which is congratulating the winners and the runner-ups.
Yeah, and what an effort for Pablo. He's really worked like crazy to assemble this event.
I told him when I came Friday that I got happy as soon as I went into this Nordstan mall, which is the Northern Europe's biggest mall. And
It
I
is,
just got
yeah,
I
in
just got
fact.
happy by seeing how they had built the arena. It's magnificent.
Och de här blommorna
Can't be
är
done
Perfect job.
better. Can't
I
be
was just
done
happy
better.
to be here.
sponsrade från Inte
You
Flora.
know,
Tack
this
ska
could
ni
be
ha där
like a
borta.
World Championship
Och
final
jag
here.
tar den
Ja.
andra sidan och över. Och publiken, tack för den härliga stämningen. Fantastiskt, vilken boll! Och såklart så kommer båda de här lagen bli-
Everyone is getting thanks, Jona. I'm going to thank you, and I'm going to head back to Stockholm.
Och vi ska
So
se
thank
vad
you.
kan
I'm
bli
heading back to
tredje.
Stockholm.
Kan vi locka
Yeah,
fler
have a nice
världsspelare?
journey.
Ja, det finns
Thank you very
några
much.
platser.
I haven't
Jag
figured
vet i
out
alla
how
fall
I'm
att
gonna
han
get
kommer
out
nästa
of
år,
here.
du Henrik.
Maybe I stay in Göteborg.
Jajamän.
You said it was a nice town, so
you know
Eller hur, Harry?
I give you this as an ending
You're
word.
coming next
I
year,
bet
no?
the
How are you?
Gothenburgs, especially if you walk the street
Of
here
course.
or going by the
I know.
buses or trains,
Nu
you can
vill
see
Mackan säga
200
ord.
people and no one is looking at their mobile telephone.
Det
No
här
one's
är ju
looking
en
at their iPods.
fantastisk tävling
I cannot,
för oss
doesn't they have
golfspelare här i
telephones?
Sverige.
No, they talk
Så att jag
and
tycker
mingle.
att alla här
It's not-
runt
it's not like
center
Stockholm then.
courten,
Is no one having a telephone?
jättestora
That says
till
something about.
arrangörerna och då framförallt i spetsen Tove Orbeck och Pablo Patron.
And you know what? This is the point where I'm signing off. Jonas is my name, and I'm going off air. And thank you for listening. And next time, I hope to talk more about why these people are good and how they stay good. But that's another story for the next time. I'm out of here. Jaha, jag tror jag redan gjort det. Du kanske missade. All right, doing some technical stuff, I don't know what. I'm still on air. And again, I want to thank everybody who has listened out there in Europe. This is the first time I've been doing this kind of job. Actually, I've been doing this in Swedish. I'm Swedish, as you might have guessed. But it's been a pleasure to in some way giving my thoughts about how and why and what's happening on the track in English for you listeners out there in Europe. It's been a privilege, actually. And now and as I speak, we see some reruns of stuff, which I'm not gonna comment on now. No, I just want to say thank you for me. It's been a pleasure. I hope you have enjoyed some of my talkings, my views, and my thoughts about this game. And I hope to talk to you again. And for now, therefore I say goodbye and thank you very much. Jonas is out of here now.